When you've not done any painting for a week or two, it's a good idea to have a warm-up before you go onto a more detailed painting. So I'm warming up by painting these hyacinths, and I've put some music on in the studio. I've got Robbie Williams on. I went to see the film the other night with my daughter, the Better Man film, which was a nice start to the new year, a really creative and thoughtful piece of work by Robbie Williams. And if you're a fan of his, I can highly recommend going to see the film. I thoroughly enjoyed it. So we're doing these hyacinths. It's a photograph I found on Pixabay. I chose it because it really jumped out at me, the fact that you can see the bulbs as well as the flowers and all the colours that you can see in those bulbs in that kind of papery covering that they've got. I wanted to keep it loose, so I'm just using the one brush, not getting bogged down by using smaller brushes. This brush is a size 3, it's from Winsor & Newton, it's a flat brush and it's suitable for both acrylics and oils. If I can find it, I will pop that down below as well. Excuse me, I've got a frog in my throat. So yeah, I started at the bottom. I didn't do any drawing. Just be mindful when you're not doing a drawing that you leave space to put the flowers above, that you're not going to run out of paper. Of course, you could put some little guidelines in with pencil if you wanted to, just to get the measurements. I'm not worrying about this being a photorealistic painting. If you compare my sketch to the photograph next to it, you'll see they're quite different. I'm just getting an essence for the hyacinth to make it look like a hyacinth flower and not any other flower. Get some of the curls of those little trumpet florets. Get a real feel for it, but really just getting my eye back in, looking at the darks and lights. That's the main thing here, is training my eye after those 2 weeks off. So we have muscle memory with our hands. We can paint, we can draw because we've got that muscle memory, but it's our eye that's our most important tool. So really think about that. Think about looking really carefully at those lights and those darks and the little shapes that we see, the various curls of those trumpets, the bulbs, the leaves, to get that essence of this plant and an impressionistic painting of it. So no real drawing to begin with. So I use these acrylics on board. I also use them on canvas, and these are the Liquitex soft-bodied acrylics. Again, I will link them down below. The colours that I've got are cobalt blue, titanium white, quinacridine red orange, which is a particularly nice colour, and the Indian yellow. Now, the Indian yellow and the quinacridine are both quite transparent, so they're really nice to go over the top of other colours. That's a good tip to use these. The Indian yellow is really good at warming things up if you put a glaze over with it because it's transparent. So yeah, lovely, lovely colours. And you'll see I get the darks by mixing the red and the blue together. The third hyacinth in the background has got quite a bit of shadow on it, so you need to be a bit darker with that, and then lighter in the 2 foreground hyacinths, which I think this photograph was taken with a light on those 2 at the front. So you don't need lots of colours, and you can mix them both on the paper or the card and on the palette. The palette itself that I'm using is you can see it's completely transparent, so I've got it on top of some white paper so that the colours are easy to pick out there. If you had a transparent palette on top of a dark surface, it wouldn't be as easy to work with. This was actually one of those that comes with your fridge for putting your eggs in, but as I never put my eggs in the fridge, I didn't need it for that, so it's handy to use for this. So I've got all sorts of bits and bobs that I use as palettes, things that you get for free. I'm trying to think what else I was going to tell you about this. I mean, the real reason for choosing the hyacinths as well has been attracted to this photograph. So I just wrote spring flowers in Pixabay, and this was one of the ones that popped up that drew my eye. But really, it's so lovely at this time of year to look forward to those bulbs coming up in the garden, and also to have hyacinths in the home. I've got some that are just finishing in the kitchen, and I've got some in a dark cupboard that are just starting to sprout, ready for flowering again. So after we've taken all the Christmas decorations down and we're coming into the new year, it's nice to have that little bit of colour in the house, but also to remind us that spring is on the way, and that we're soon going to be seeing those bulbs in the garden. And some of those are already coming through. I can see in my garden there's some of the little snowdrop leaves coming through, and some of the daffodils already. So although we've had some quite cold weather, it's cold in the studio today, and we've had a little bit of snow yesterday. It's not too bad and the sun's shining now, and it's nice to make us think ahead to spring. So I'd like to wish you all a happy new year. I should have said that at the start, shouldn't I? If there's anything you want to know about the techniques I'm using here, like I say, it's just a sketch. We're just ploughing on. I don't let anything dry. I just carry on popping the paint on. It's drying quite quickly because I have put the heaters on in here. So apart from that, I don't think there's anything else to say. Oh, I put at the end, I used my acrylic paint pen. So basically that's acrylic paint inside a pen, which is what I use, a technique that I use in my own landscapes. And I pick up again some of those shapes that are more distinctive to the hyacinth. Plans for this year, perhaps you want to put those in the comments below. What are your artistic plans for this year? Do you fancy trying to sell your work for the first time or to exhibit for the first time? Where are you going with your artworks at the moment? What are your plans for 2025? Do let us know down below in the comments. My plans are really to have no plans. I did 2 exhibitions last year, which took quite a bit of work getting everything ready for those. 2 solo exhibitions. This year I'm just going to stick to perhaps exhibiting in some of the local exhibitions as they come up, but other than that I'm just going to keep on painting landscapes and enjoying what I'm doing and not putting too much pressure on myself to get things ready for a big exhibition. So I hope you like this little sketch. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Also, let me know what other things you would like to see here on my YouTube channel. I'm thinking I might do more acrylics for you, as that's what I work in quite a lot, but I do know that a lot of you like the watercolour tips and techniques as well. So let me know what you think and any questions about the techniques that I've used today. So I hope you've enjoyed that, and I hope you enjoy having a go yourself. If you've got some hyacinths that are actually in flower at the moment, you could do this from life. Otherwise, just have a go from this lovely photograph that you can download from Pixabay. So thank you very much for watching. Enjoy your painting and drawing, and I'll be back again soon with another tutorial or demonstration. Bye bye for now.